EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the birthplace of rock and roll, Cleveland, Ohio, where the ceremonial guitar has been smashed, and that means we are set for football at Huntington Bank Field. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Cleveland Browns. On the visitors' sideline, Bills head coach Sean McDermott. His team 5 wins over their last 7 games. Across from him, Browns head coach Kevin Stefanski. His guys came up short on the road last week. Now they're trying to turn things around in front of the home crowd here. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
Brandon, I don't know about you, but when I heard he threw 5 touchdown passes last week, I thought, well, he's going to be the AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I didn't need to hear any other stats, and it turned out to be right.
That's exactly right. It seemed like every time we turned around, he was throwing one in the end zone. But he doubled down. He said, I see 5 more in this game. Challenge accepted.
Challenge.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 37 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Here's Allen to throw it. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Browns are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They will start this drive with Ford. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Again, they turn to Ford. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The numbers for him from a week ago: 13 carries, 95 yards, and a score.
And that score solidified his standing at the top of the touchdown chart. And right now, he's looking to finish this season strong with a few more.
The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. You look at this Buffalo defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move it to the top 5.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Well, Charles, it's early, but that's a key 3rd down conversion. Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this.
A great example of complementary football for able to cash this in, isn't it, partner? Because defense does this job, takes it away, turns over the offense. He's pick up a nice first down there. Maybe it's time to think about taking a shot in the end zone because it looks like the field goal is almost assured.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Pickett. Touchdown! Deontay Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0. So the drive there took 6 plays. And in the end, it was Deontay Johnson's touchdown catch to cap the drive. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he'll They'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Their own 26-yard line.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try to fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up second down. CD, with that last pass, he joined a group of about 50 other men that are over 30,000 career passing yards. So, look, he's not at the top, but that's pretty good company.
Yeah, it's not the most exclusive fraternity in the NFL, but it's a pretty good one, isn't it? You still have to put some numbers up in order to get in, okay? The secret knock is still there. How about him getting it done? Proud of it.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To the air, Allen. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. On to punt is Camarda as he sends this one away.
The Browns take over first and 10.
The Browns offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. And he's been a huge factor in the passing game all season long. His numbers reflect that. Currently leads all NFL running backs in receiving yards. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with third and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Now Pickett. That is caught. And he is going to have a Browns first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on third and a yard. The Browns at 10-4 on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful.
Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, it pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach, all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Allen off the play fake. He's able to get it to Coleman. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Keon Coleman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from evening this one up. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Browns offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he's had a knack for finding the end zone all season long. His numbers reflect that. Here we are in the month of December. He sits atop the NFL leaderboard in terms of rushing touchdowns. The Browns drive about to get started. Back to throw. Pickett. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
At the 37-yard line.
They run with 4. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. 2nd and 7. Pickett will look to throw it here. He'll get this complete to Tillman. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Pickett. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. T.J. Sanders racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And as we hit the home stretch here, you can see he leads all NFL wideouts in touchdown grabs this season. Allen going to throw. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Here's Allen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Pickett. Again, it's Johnson. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
2nd and a yard.
Pickett back to throw. Johnson's got it complete. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll throw again with Pickett. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. Yeah, the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains,
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Jerome Ford as the first half is winding down. And the Browns have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
And they will wrangle them down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Browns offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jerome Ford.
Touchdown number 22 on the season.
And the Browns come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 21-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
2nd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now Allen. Quick slant to Shakir. They'll go for a gain of 7. And 3rd and 8 now.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Back to the ground, Cook. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Allen. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills are back within a score. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Pickett. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. Pickett. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
At the 37-yard line.
Pickett. And he slings one that's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
That's going to be caught by Judy. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Jerry Judy. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Pickett, he's going to throw it again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's another Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
This is Ford. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling, and this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover, because one more score, and this game's over.
A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Let's go now. Check go.
On the ground, it's Ford. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jerome Ford, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Browns look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Hopkins with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play there gets them right back up to that level.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
That's another Bills first down. A gain of 29 yards.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately.
Mason Graham on the stop. Tackles back at the 30-yard line.
Now Allen. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Here's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here we go. This is 4th down. Throwing, Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Back to throw. Pickett. A hit as he throws there. Incomplete. The Browns send out their punter now.
as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
Allen and the Bills now down by 2 touchdowns. A little over a minute and a half remaining. Allen, they're going to need a Christmas miracle to pull this one out as they've got it 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play. And the Bills first down.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Now Allen gets this to Moore.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10. Down inside the 10.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So with exactly a minute to play, here comes a critical onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal, because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Browns, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, it's a tough blow to their playoff aspirations as they drop to 9-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.